Remain seated, court will be back to session.
All right, we're back on record. Which one do you want to go? Okay. Call on page 8, Malik Hunter, C371295. All right, he's present out of custody with Mr. Weinstock. We have Ms. Mercer as well as Mr. Elder appearing on behalf of the state. This is on for calendar call with the Petrocelli hearing set for Thursday. Where are we at?
Your Honor, at this time, we are not ready for trial. I am in the process of filing a motion, which I would ask if we could have that heard on Thursday at the Petrocelli hearing. We are prepared for the Petrocelli hearing, but we're in no way ready for trial. If I can approach the bench for 1 moment. And I've already presented this to the district attorney, but I'll give them another letter. That's a letter, Your Honor, we got from one of our expert witnesses indicating they need at least 75 more days to fully evaluate the phone records in this case. In addition, we have another expert witness that we have contacted and arranged to have on behalf of Mr. Hunter. We are still awaiting approval by the Office of Appointed Counsel for this witness, although I have talked to this witness, and he is, I believe, a material witness. And we have a third problem, and Mr. Hunter advised me of that today. Apparently he has a serious medical problem, an abscess in his mouth. I told him we would need a statement from a doctor, and he says, unfortunately, because of the nature of his release from custody, he can't go see a doctor to get a statement, and it's getting worse. So I would ask the court to give him permission to at least go see a doctor between now and Thursday, and we can hopefully get a statement from the doctor about that problem and address that at that time.
So I do have the discovery review email. It looks like that this office was contacted on July 2nd. When this was set, we've had the case since June 4th of last year. So we're talking about over a year to get into the cell phones in any way. I don't understand why that happened.
Your Honor, the best I can explain to the court, unfortunately, is I was not familiar. We gave basically everything that was downloaded that we got to this expert as soon as we got the expert, and we got this expert, I believe, around February of this year. I did not know anything about this, Cellbrite forensic imaging myself until I got a letter from them saying they needed that. And
There's nothing in this letter that seems like they have been retained before that point. Thank you for meeting with us yesterday. This is a summary of our current requirements and the status based on a preliminary discovery review.
they were retained, well, they were approved by the Office of Appointed Counsel for us. Money has been allocated. We've been in contact with them, both myself and my investigator have been in contact with them on numerous occasions. I had an actual meeting with them last week, and that's when they told me that what they needed, I said put it in writing. As soon as they put it in writing, got it to me, I sent it to Ms. Mercer, the entire letter to Ms. Mercer, telling her that we're going to need that stuff. She indicated to me she sent us something that would have provided that information in the past. I looked, and I had my secretary look in our records. I did not see any such letter from Ms. Mercer.
And when did you contact Ms. Mercer about those documents?
The day I got it, Your
No.
Honor.
We did a file review in December of 2024, and during that conversation, he had his investigator with him. During that conversation, he indicated to me he needed the forensic imaging from the cell phone extractions. I immediately got in touch with someone from the digital forensics lab at Metro and coordinated with them to get somebody that could serve as a point of contact for Mr. Dillard and Mr. Weinstock, and I sent them an email dated December 17th of 2024. May I approach?
Sure.
Can I see the?
And then after Mr. Johnson retired, I put them in touch with another employee over there, and nothing was done on it. I would ask that that be left side filed.
So it looks like on December 17th, the contact information for the person at the DFL lab for Metro was provided.
And like I said, Your Honor, I do
To
not,
contact Mr. Dillard, so we're talking about 7 months ago.
and Your Honor, as I said, and I've talked to Mr. Dillard, and he also checked his records. He indicated to me he did not receive that either. He doesn't have a record of receiving it. Although I'm not, Your Honor, I'm not questioning what the district attorney is saying. I'm just saying that as of right now, I cannot find a record of that, and Mr. Dillard cannot. All I know is we need those two experts for Mr. Hunter's trial to make sure he's fully and fairly and adequately represented. And when I have an expert witness that's indicating to me they need more time, I think they are entitled to that time.
Well, the reason they need more time is because they were not retained in a timely manner. This case has been pending as a firm trial date for, it looks like 13 months, and at no point does it appear as though it's been given the attention that it deserves to get to a firm trial. It doesn't seem like that was ever going to happen based on this timeline.
With all due respect, Your Honor, I disagree with you. We have been working this case in addition to the numerous other cases that myself and Mr. Winder have, and we have been appointed to represent or we retained to represent, and we certainly give each of those cases what I believe is their full and complete attention. We have certainly not in any manner disregarded Mr. Hunter's case. We certainly have done everything within our abilities or powers to do. We would be prepared, however, once I found out the state, and that's something that we're going to be addressing at the Petrocelli hearing, if the state is going to seek and actually get permission to have all those cell phone statements and recordings played in front of the jury, that's when we determined we needed another expert witness, a linguistic expert, to testify about the actual statements instead of having some officer who does not have any experience or training say this is what he believes may be the case of what was said in those matters. We immediately contacted Ms. Bush to get approval under witness to retain that expert. We have talked to him. I spoke to, or had my investigator speak to Ms. Bush, I believe on Monday, and she has approved it now. We are waiting to receive the approval, send it to our linguistic expert, so he can also be an expert in this case. We need both of those experts, and I believe that Mr. Hunter is, obviously, as the court's aware, this is a very serious charge, very serious case. He's looking at life in prison, Your Honor. We are trying to represent him as best we can, as quickly as we can, as fairly and adequately as we can, Your Honor. But we do need those experts, Your Honor.
As this court knows, I've been doing my absolute best to make this trial go on this setting. If the court is inclined to grant a continuance over the state's objection, because we are ready.
I don't know how
I
get past
I
a
get that.
post-conviction challenge if we get to that point.
I'm
With
just
this
asking
record
for
that
a
I have.
firm set in 90 days with bi-weekly status checks so that Mr. Weinstock can come into court and tell this court where he's at with his experts, because I'm really getting tired of my case being held hostage by his inability to get his work done.
And I obviously have I'm in court every day, as the court's aware. I have no problem with whatever status checks the court wants to give. I do think
So we're gonna
bi-weekly.
do the first status check on Thursday. You can let us know where we're at with getting that done. I'm going to reset the trial to October 20th, 9 a.m. That is firm. I don't care if there's other cases ahead of that. This case is going that day. We're gonna do a calendar call of October 14th, when we discuss future for status checks on Thursday.
Are we still gonna proceed with the Petrocelli hearing on Thursday, Your Honor?
Yes,
And would the court grant my client permission to go to a doctor to get his abscess
he's
condition?
always allowed medical treatment.
I don't even have a Friday. My officer says I can't leave.
That was one of the carve-outs always, since Judge Sancho set this bail, was that you are always allowed to get medical treatment. If it needs to be stated again, I'll include it in the minutes. You are allowed to go to a doctor to get your abscess treated, okay? We'll see everyone back on Thursday at
And
9
I'm sorry, Your Honor, the trial date was the 20th or the 21st?
October 20th,
And then calendar call the 14th?
yes.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, the Petrocelli hearing, are we gonna do, it's set right now at 9 o'clock, obviously, that's your normal calendar. Did you
I
wanna
don't
set?
have a normal calendar that day,
Oh.
it's just you,
Oh, look at me, okay, thank you.
okay?
Okay, we'll see you then.
Thank
Are you
Judge.
able to make it at that time, or do you want to start at 9:30?
Truthfully, because of our calendars, I'd rather start at 9:30 if we
We'll
could.
do it at 9:30,
Thank you, Your Honor.
so we're not waiting. We'll see
Okay.
everyone back at that time.
Thank you, Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, everyone. We're gonna left side file these two documents. Page 11, Jason Spellman, C371943. Mr. Spellman is present in custody. Do we have Mr. Yampolsky online?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nancy Polsky, appearing by video.
Can Mr. Bilal stand in?
Your Honor,
Mr. Schwartz.
yeah, I think Mr. Schwartz wanted to address because he thought that this case, he's going to trial next week, and he's concerned that the start of this case will run into that case, and so I
Do
think.
you want to go grab him?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
We're waiting for Mr. Schwartz or Mr. Yampolsky, and then get through it.
Okay, I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
While we're waiting.
Yes, thank you. copying and pick it up in a minute. Do we have everyone on Knowles, page 4?
I believe you do, Your Honor.
Okay, let's call that one. Christopher Knowles, C390220. He is present in custody with Ms. Waycastle from the Special Public Defender's Office. Is this your matter,